Gina in the house. Shout out to the great Gina, always holding it down for us here at the Shedtime podcast, making sure that we're actually recording and that we don't ever make that mistake ever again. Appreciate you, Gina.
Yeah, Gina, you are a legend for that, for real.
Like MVP status, number one. Oh my god, yeah. Well, shit, boys. What do you think? We ready to do this?
Hell yeah.
Get my concentrate collection out for this.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and then here's the question: what do I drink for tonight's episode? I got Baja. I got
Baja. I'm just gonna stop you right there,
and
bro.
I got fucking passion fruit.
I just say Baja
Got
Blast. That's one that I
Baja.
want right now.
Well, shit. While we're making these decisions, we're gonna get into a Shedtime podcast in 3, 2, 1, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Shedtime. What is Shedtime, you ask? Well, it's code for the consumption of cannabis, but it's much more than that. Shedtime's a state of mind. It's art, it's music, it's cryptocurrency, technology, it's food, it's vaping. It can be whatever you want it to be, as long as you're not letting the bastards get you down, not being a dick, and making it fun. When you're in the shed, it's whatever your mind allows you to create. So now let's get to the Shedtime podcast.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And to answer the question about dues, I've at least got that guava, the Caribbean splash right now. And
I just had to go with the OG Baja.
Yeah, of course, bro.
I found it the other day. Did you guys know my weekend routine? Go to the dispensary on Saturday. And of course, on my way to the dispensary, there's this you guys have seen the old Flying J's truck stops, right? Around the you guys
Yeah, North America. Yeah, we have them up here, yeah.
They're like big fucking truck stops. They got like the fucking showers and stuff for the truckers and truck wash, all that cool stuff. But they usually have a pretty big like convenience store sort of situation on the inside with all like your extra doodads and shit. Well, dude, their fucking soda selection was fucking stacked, bro. They had all the fucking dudes, bro. And I mean pretty much all of them. And I was like, well, let me get my favorites.
shit, man.
I gotta say, I'm partial to these new ones.
They're delicious. They are very delicious. I definitely need the mango gem.
I need it back.
Oh my god, I need another one of those again in my life. So bad.
I didn't try one of those, but I did have a pitch black again on my way home. I found it. It was at a Circle K, maybe. I don't even remember. Is that exclusive somewhere?
No.
Okay,
it's
then they
like
might have.
It's like a limited release for like the summertime sort of thing or some shit.
Okay, dude, it is pretty good. I will say that, but they didn't have, like, I haven't seen Baja Blast lately, so
I hadn't seen it either, and that's why when I saw it yesterday, I was like, "Oh, well, I'm grabbing two." You know what I mean, one for yesterday, one for today.
Matter of fact, now that you're saying that, I just started seeing them pop up again myself recently, and might have to grab one now because it has been a while. Did you spot like the little mini cans too? So that's fun. Mini cans are perfect for cocktails.
dude, they're also like mini cans for me are like the perfect amount of pop because I like try not to drink that much pop, and so if I get a bigger bottle on, I'm drinking it all. Like, I'm not saving any of it, right? So like when you get the little fucking bar style cans, I'm like, all right, nice. This is like the perfect amount of pop. That's what I really needed. Now I'm just like good.
Just a couple sips.
Yeah. Well, you can stretch it.
Something else that I got yesterday that was pretty interesting at my dispensary trip is I've never seen this before, right? So I got this nice jar from Maven Extracts, right? Nice little square jar, right? Figure there's just a gram in here. It says it's umami butter rosin jam / 90U hash duo, right? So I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. What's that? And I opened it up. 2 compartments, bro.
Oh man, and you got some
your
full
hash.
melt.
You got your old school hash right here with your jam over here. Take a little of that, put it together, dab it down. I will say the full melt does leave some nice plant residue inside of your banger. I will say that. But let me tell you guys, mixing the two and taking a dab, I was so high yesterday. I was lit. I was like, holy shit.
I was so high.
Yeah, dude. And Ben Globin
Talk
says he's
about
high.
shed-faced, bro.
Yeah, you're shit faced to the
Shout outs to
max.
SVK vapes for the term.
Yo, what a great phrase, shed faced. I love that so much. And shout out to that company for being like, yo, 9 micron. Boom. Like right on the label. Not
Yeah.
hiding it. This is the fire you're about to get.
Well, let me tell you, bro. This is not some cheap concentrate. I will say though, got it on a deal because you know your boy loves the discounts. When I say
Never
the
pay full
discounts,
price.
never pay full price, baby. So I got this Maven stuff, and then this. I don't know if you've ever heard of this brand before, Sean, but I don't necessarily know how to say it.
Phyla?
Kalaya or some shit.
Yeah, I can't
Anyways,
tell if that's an F or an H or a K.
this shit right here, bro. These are normally $75 grams, bro.
Whoa.
I didn't pay that. I'll tell you that right now. But this is also, look at this stuff, Sean. This stuff is garlic cream, 70U to 120U rosin,
Ooh.
cold cure style. And dude, the complexion on this stuff is nuts. It's like
Have you tried that
yellow
yet?
cream color. It's a trip.
Dude, it almost looks like a butter, like that whipped butter that you get in like the little package at like a restaurant.
Yeah. That's honestly pretty much what it looks like, bro.
Oh my
Have you tried it yet though?
Not this one, no.
Oh, I
I
think
haven't
that
tried
should
that
be
one. And
that
I got
one.
another one from them, which is another cold cure. The name on this one is hilarious. Luma Derp Sherb. Luma Derb Sherb. So it's like Lumaderm Sherb, almost.
So we got a Durban, Sherbert, and something cross.
Yeah, dude, and this is a very similar kind of complexion. And dude, this stuff is so fruity smelling. It's like you could definitely smell the sherb in here for sure. But I'm gonna try out this other one.
For sure, you can
Yeah,
smell
for
the
sure.
sherb.
Let's try out this garlic cream. Yeah, I went rosin and I went pretty rosin heavy when I went today or yesterday. I got some more cold cure from Community Cannabis, which makes some good stuff. Bear Labs had a nice little sale, so I got a little Sherblato and what else did I get? Some garlic butter rosins. You know?
I can get behind that.
Yep. God, you're just making me excited to get my my seeds in because I put in an order. I got a local breeder that I've linked up with, and he has a strain he created, intergalactic space runts. And so it's intergalactic runts and garlic breath. So this is gonna be just like fruit garlic gas. And that is what I'm looking forward to growing. Should be a dank one. Speaking of dank one, loaded up with some OG Kush here in the Dynavap, and we're about to get blasted.
Hell fucking yeah.
Speaking of blasted, so the other night I was like, kind of feeling bong rips. So my wife's like, you gotta try my new bong. She's had this bong for months. She loves it. I hadn't tried it yet. So it's like, all right, bet. Dude, I took one hit out of this bong and got so fucking blasted. I coughed my balls off for at least 5 minutes, and then it felt like I had done a dab. Like I was that fried. I was like, holy shit.
I did that
Was
off
it
a
like
bag
really-
the other day.
Was it good weed? I'm guessing.
It's the same weed I've been smoking for like the last month, but
Oh dang. Sorry, James.
Oh, I was just saying I did the same thing off a bag the other day. I haven't done a bag in a while, and I did a real nice milky one. And I took it down a little too quick. You know what I mean? I was just like fucking power bagging. Fucking fucking sucking that thing down as fast as I could, and the next thing you know, I was just like, whoa.
I tell you, man, like that whole like blood pressure drop from getting that kind of high. Woo! It's a rush.
Definitely you feel it, man. Honestly, like I remember, this would be obviously going back to like even in my like late teens or like early 20s. I used to like always try to take bong rips that would be just too much to make myself cough. Because I'd be convinced that like I would get way more fucked up, but like ultimately I was probably just getting more fucked up because like I was short on oxygen after taking too big of a bong. Like,
Yeah, dude, I would do that, or I'd sit there and try to take the biggest hit I could take and hold it in for as long as I could until I started to kind of like black out almost.
yeah.
And then you let it out, and then all of a sudden you get the feeling. Like, dude, I used to fucking chase those hits, bro.
I love
I
those
used to
hits.
chase them.
We've talked about this before, but I used to have a customer at the dispensary, and he called it the wah wah hit.
Yeah,
And he's
I know
like,
exactly what
and
he's
he's
talking
like,
about, bro. I used
he's
to
like,
chase them.
I'm chasing it. He's like, I look for it, and it's crazy because when you learn how to do it, man. I found that I could do it better out of certain pipes because it's weird. The more I messed with it, for me, I found out it was a little less about the volume of smoke and more about the depth in my lungs I could get it.
That was the key.
So
Get it in there deep, bud.
yeah, like
A nice deep one.
You get a nice thick but small hit off the pipe, and then you just get it super deep in the lungs. And
you take it in, and then you take that extra little after, you know what I mean? Just to kind of push it down in there, and then you just hold it. And the next thing you know, here we go. And then you start letting it out slowly. Yeah, dude. Fun times.
You know what the thing that's funny
fucking
is?
Vibrates.
Like this is what I bet you, right? If you like just like hit like whatever you were hitting, like the normal way, and then like within like 30 seconds of taking that hit, just like hold your breath in, take like a full breath, hold it for like 20 seconds. It's the same effect.
Well, so I've done a little research on this as far as like reading is concerned from like science level shit, and apparently the effect of cannabis is a blood pressure drop followed by your blood pressure increasing. So in order to maximize that experience, meditative breathing for a few minutes before a hit is actually an extremely effective way because you get your whole blood pressure, you get yourself into this really deep state of calm from that nice slow meditative breathing, and then you finally turn around and you take that nice deep hit. Wow, you'll get smacked. And interestingly, that's the physiological reason why we get bloodshot eyes is that whole blood pressure drop. So basically, your blood pressure drops, and your capillaries inside your eyes, the blood vessels and everything, they have an opportunity to expand a little bit, and that allows more blood to get into your eyes. And then, of course, when your blood pressure comes back up and the blood's flowing in there, now you've got bloodshot eyes. So, interesting physiological science.
Dude, I'll tell you what, boys. You guys would be all about this fucking flavor on this garlic cream, dude. Oh, that was not only tasty, but smooth. I did die a little bit there, but it's okay.
That's understandable. I mean,
I made it back, you know?
All a good choice.
This is one thing, bro, that like I know I'm spoiled here, guys. I understand that, and this is not I'm not like showing off or anything, but having this with this many different choices in here just makes me so happy. You know? Just like looking in here and being like,
dude, I can't believe that like you still go to the dispensary every week when you have that. I'd be like, yo, I need to just like kill this down, and then I'll go back.
Well,
Like I
because
can
I'll
even
end up
set some
killing.
money aside so I can
I'll end
really
up
ball when
killing
I go
some of this
back.
before the
But
next time I go, and then the next time I go, I'll just pick up a couple extra choices. So then I just got a continuously wide selection of things going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
oh no,
you
I get it. But
you
for me,
notice
that's too
it's
much.
And not
For
every
me,
time.
right?
And I don't go like this time. I got more just because shit was on sale. So I was like, well, shit, it's on sale. I'll grab it up, and that means maybe I don't have to go next week because I didn't go last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I only had like
Not
how
that
many
you
things did
can't
I
go
also
every week,
go?
obviously. I just like because you remember, man, I used to go all the
Yeah.
time, and then I was like, I'd have like 8, 10 different kinds of weed, and I'd be like, yo, this is too much decision making. This is fucked up. And so then I had to like pull back to only ever having like 3, 4 on reserve. You know, instead of like 8,
Yeah.
9, because I would
I
be
don't know.
like,
Obviously, I'm not like I'm not doing it to the point where I'm like hurting myself in any way, you know what I mean, financially or anything like that. Like I could obviously afford to do it or whatever, but I don't know, dude. I just like having selection, and there's points in time where like I would only have a certain amount, and then by a certain point of the week I'd only have enough to get me through like maybe one day, but there'd be like 4 days left, and I'd be like, fuck, man. And I'd have to wait till the fourth day till I can go pick up. But now I'm at the point where I don't ever have to go dank broke, as some people call it, you know what I mean, or dankrupt, where you're fucking all out of your herb. So I just like to make it to where I always have something at all times.
it's
you know
definitely a nice thing. And like there's also something to be said about having the right strain for the right time.
hmm
Because let's be honest, right? Like it's not like you've got 12 of the same varietal in there. You've got
oh
things that
no,
are
they're
that are
all
running the
they're all
whole gamut.
different. Yeah,
So like you could be like,
there's a
all right,
couple similar ones, but
I
some of
want to
them are different.
vibe, but I still want to be like intellectually like, engaged with people. All right, I'm gonna hit this one. Nope, it's nighttime. All right, time for them garlics. Like that's
it's night
Depends on
time.
how fucked up I want to be, and
yeah.
what kind of fucked up I want to be. Do I want to be like just zooted to where I'm just like fucking sitting here in my chair zoned out watching some fucking video, not realizing that the world's going on around me? Or do I want to be sitting here just nice chill vibe to where I'm just kicking back, fucking maybe listening to music, chilling, talking with the homies, maybe playing some fucking duty? Or do I want to maybe be a little bit more alert, like I got to get maybe a couple things done, but I kind of still want to get just that nice chill body feel, but like have my fucking mind alert, you know what I mean? That does happen from time to time.
I
I need
love
to go
that.
out and do some shit, so
I love that high where you're like that's the perfect high for like shit like mowing the lawn. Hop on
yeah.
the
Or
ride on mower and just like have that right kind of buzz where you're just cooling, but you're cruising. You're getting shit done, but you're
that,
chilling.
or like if I'm like working on like fucking cleaning some shit up or like moving some shit around, or like lately I've been doing a lot of moving stuff around. So it's like I don't want to get fucking super fucking into couch baked. You know what I mean? I just want to get just high enough to where fucking mine's not fucking racing as it normally is, and I can just fucking get some shit done.
Talk about moving stuff, man. My buddy is finally moving out of downtown. And I mean, let's face it, everybody who's ever lived anywhere, you've got a downtown area and it's always congested. It's always a pain in the ass to come and go. And now he's got to get a moving truck to pack up his apartment and move it out of downtown. And I'm like, bud, I love you, but no, I will not help you move. And I might be the only one in the world, but flat out, I have told friends like, listen, no, I will not help you move, but I promise you, I will never ask you to help me move either. Because let me tell you, that is helping somebody move or moving your own self to a new house. That is such a stressful endeavor.
Dude, why are you talking about this right now? You're killing me. That's like literally what I'm doing right now, and I'm stressed the fuck out, bro.
Oh my
And I'm doing
god.
it not just like fucking 45 minutes away or any of that shit.
Yeah,
It's like fucking 17 plus
You're
hour
pulling,
drive.
you're pulling fucking missions, bro. Like full on, like epic missions.
Yeah, honestly, it's been. I don't know. Sean and I were talking about it before, like before you hopped in here, James. And yeah, man, I don't know. I don't mind it because like I was saying to Sean that even though I've made that drive like there and back twice, and I'm gonna do it again before I go back down there for one final time. Um, dude, it's such a long drive that like I'm seeing new things every time I go. Like I'm noticing new things every time I go.
Yeah.
I'm like learning the run of that long of a run without even having to like look at my phone for directions. Like I'm almost there. You know what I mean? Like I'm almost just there from memory. Um, and I've got to see like a lot of cool shit, and there's some like really dope views. But yes, it definitely is long, and like I'm definitely like concerned about like having enough room and if there's gonna be enough like, if I can get as much stuff as I need to get on. So like there's all these different aspects of it for sure. But yeah, man, I guess moving is moving. But I will say though, like Sean, if I was close to you, I would help you move, bro. Like, and I wouldn't be like you owe me one. That's like not me, first of all. But I always had no problem helping people move, but I would always have a harder problem asking people to help me move. As
Yeah,
fucked up as
that's the
that
thing.
is.
I won't ask. I will not ask.
I've helped plenty of people move, and I don't think I've ever asked people to help me move.
I've had people help me move though. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
But I've never like been like, oh hey, yo, I'm moving. Can you come help? Like that's never really been me.
Yeah, it's usually been family that would be like, all right.
Yeah.
Like I've been that guy where like I've had
Usually
those
us
friends be
helping
like, "Hey,
everybody, bro, to be honest.
I'm gonna throw a barbecue and can you help me fucking load this truck and move?" I don't want to do
Yeah, or
that
like
anymore.
once we get to the new place, we'll have a barbecue. We'll have like a nice little cookout, and like
Yeah,
once
like
we have the
Saturday
shit
we'll have
unloaded.
pizzas at the old place, and on Sunday we'll grill or something. Like, yeah, like,
Yeah,
I've been the guy who's helped done that. And this thing is like, it sucks. It's hard work, and man, I'm at that point in my life. I'm at that age where I'm like, I would much rather pay professionals to do that for me.
yeah, and also like I'm a minimalist myself, right? But like that's not all the stuff that I'm moving. So like for me, like I could have just probably taken it down, all the stuff that I would want to take down there, and just like a pickup truck, like an extended cab pickup truck. Um, but there's a lot of other things, right? And like that's what's making for the extra trips. That's what's making it like drag out really. Because I'm trying to like close up shop on just like a lot of life that's been here, and like close up it all and take as little as possible while still taking more than I feel should have been taken.
Well, right, and that's the thing. It's like you're not just packing yourself; you're packing other people too. You know, there's a whole
Yeah.
family that's being moved. Basically, that was one benefit for my wife and I when we came to this house was that like at least it was just well. Let me slightly rephrase that. We were just worried about moving ourselves. However, I did have two other people's entire lives worth of stuff that I had to deal with as well.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
you know, um, and so it was craziness and deciding like, all right, what do I have to keep and what can I afford to get rid of and all of that. What's just nonsense. Um, but yeah, man, like what a process. And I still think the best part is it's like 2 days later, right? When like the dust has settled in the new spot, like things are there, and like, yeah, you're not done unpacking, but like your clothes are in their drawers, pots and pans are where they belong. And you're like, finally get that sigh of relief. And you're like, all right, we're here.
Oh, for sure. I'm pretty
Like,
sure that that'll happen like a little bit once I get down there for like the last time. But because like it's not like a move into a house right at that point. It won't feel that way until after that move into the house.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
I mean, shit. At
But
least you guys got the cottage to land at.
yeah, dude, actually it's been pretty dope because I've been like checking out fucking properties to like build like my fucking kind of like dream on. And dude, like property is so cheap down there. That's like literally what made up my mind for me because I was like, yo, I could like jumpstart and do what I'm going to do. Like here with nobody around other than like friends that would be like 3-4 hours away, or I was like, I can go there and fucking my money will go like 5 times better easy. Cause like up where I wanted to go to get like a decent property probably would have cost like 200K. Well, down there I can get fucking like, I don't know. I've been looking at places that range from like 1 acre to like
What was that one you were
31
talking about
acres.
last night? That was like waterfront. That was cheap as shit, dude.
Yeah, it was yeah, dude, it was really cheap. It was probably like 27,000 USD, something like that.
Yeah, dude. Like fucking. That's like
It
a
would be
car,
really
bro.
dope, but honestly, James, like the one thing that's like the negative, right? Is like I would have to
Yeah,
either
you
like
can.
snowmobile in
Yeah,
or whatever. Like it'd be hard to
yeah.
stay there all winter.
No, but
But you
I
could be
get
there
you
for
though.
like
Like,
8 months.
but even then, I was just just saying like the price, dude. That's like crazy. Like, so
Oh yeah,
if
yeah.
that is like that, I'm sure you could find something
Oh,
exactly
dude, there's
what you
one that's
want
like
for
31
like
acres where like this like reasonable river runs through it.
31. Fuck.
Yeah, and it's 31 acres and it's like reasonable river that runs through it with like fishing and all sorts of stuff that you could do. You could probably go swimming. I haven't been to the property, but dude, it's like 76,000 for
God damn,
31
dude.
acres, like on and it's on a paved road. So like part of its frontage is on a paved road, and I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
see,
pretty good deal.
that's
Bro,
that
but
is the
that's a
caveat.
lot of land though, dude.
Yeah, like, you got to have a
It'd
paved
be fucking
road,
dope.
and like the thing that like I remember looking at this
You
because in
literally just
Maine,
go camping on your own land, bro.
like
Yeah, you could.
You know what I
I've
mean? Because like, how often have you been to the 31st acre of your land? You know what I mean? Like, how often are you gonna be going over there?
well, that's the thing, right? Like you have to clear that piece of property, so like you could just clear what you need.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
like I don't know if
Everything
it's
else,
like
you would
all
just.
overgrown bush or like whatever, or like forest or
I'm
not or
sure there's
whatever,
gonna
but
be at least a
there's
portion of it
yeah, there's
that's
probably
gotta
some
be. You know what I mean?
clearings, but it would all depend on like because at that point, 31 acres would give you a lot of opportunity to find the perfect place for like a house, right? So you could like, I want to have like a walkout basement, you know, if there's like a slight slope at some point or like a hill or something, right? Then you could have all these things, or you have a lot of options, but it's just the fact that the price of it is like so cheap, right? Down there that I don't know, that's like mainly why. So that's why I've been like looking. Once I get down there at the end of the month, I'll probably like really start looking and go look and hopefully maybe try to get something in the first like couple months so I can like have because I can basically pay for it. Um, but that's it, right? So I would then have to like put money towards fucking building a house, which will be dope. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it all. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stress right now, but like I think that it's going to be worth it in the end. It's going to be like nice and relaxed kind of lifestyle. So one thing that I will say is that, man, I've lived in the life of it's Sunday night at 7 o'clock. You can go to somewhere and it's going to be open, right? I can go somewhere on a Friday night at fucking 9:30 at night, and I can roll in and I can. It's places are open, dude. There, like almost everything's closed by 5 o'clock. Like 5:30, maybe. Other than that, dude, the only things closed or open are like some fast food restaurants, um, and like gas stations. Like, dude, I drove by like 5 gas stations when I left there at 3:30 a.m. They were closed. Like, they weren't even open. I'm like, yo, I don't remember the last time I've driven by a fucking gas station that was closed, let alone fucking multiple. You know what I mean? Like, if they're
No,
not open at night, they have like you can pay at the pump.
Yeah.
But they're just flat out closed. Like, dude, Tim Hortons was closed. I'm like, I don't like. How is this place closed? Like, they're always fucking open.
Got Timmy's.
So it's gonna be like a little bit of a shift in that, but I don't know. I think
Hey
I'm gonna
man, you
embrace
wanted
it.
to go off the grid, bro? There you go.
Yeah, dude. As long as I can get good internet, that's all that really matters. And when I say good
Hurry up with that
internet, I mean,
Skynet, Elon.
yeah, I can get as good as even what I have right now. I'm set. And what I have right now, it's not that good.
Just need to do the things and the stuff.
But dude, that's like one of those things, right? So even just moving, like where Sean moved from originally, or like I know that James hasn't lived in the house that he's lived in forever, you get the same feeling like when you move to somewhere different and like everything, even if like you happen to be working at the same job, even if like you're seeing the same people, but you're just in a slightly different area, it's just like that different feeling when you walk into the house, when you pull in the
Yeah,
driveway,
yeah,
when you're
yeah.
getting around the corner. And it always like it lets you reset, and you can like it almost feels like you can start doing whatever you want from that point, and you don't have all the same bullshit like tailing you. You know what I mean? Maybe it's more so for moving really far away or even hours away. But yeah, I've always felt like that. It's
I
like,
mean,
oh well, now that I'm here, like I'm gonna fucking do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm implementing these changes I know I need to make. And it's easier for me to do that because there's a lot of other things that I have to reset. Like when I think about going home, I have to think about there. When I think about walking to the bathroom at night, I gotta go this way. You know what I mean? It's like all these little things.
the change in scenery definitely is a thing for sure. Because like, shit, I went all of 15 minutes across town, but I went to totally different environments from, really tight urban kind of community to quiet suburban, waterfront property. Like
Yeah.
night and day difference. And immediately upon getting here, it was like stress level comes down. We're not nearly as irritable anymore because we're in a more peaceful place. You're not hearing all the noise that comes of an urban setting here. It definitely has an effect. And then of course, like you said, that whole your mind's already in this process of shifting behavior. It really is. I know for us, we we were notoriously bad with clutter. Our living room would be cluttered all the time, our kitchen would be cluttered all the time. And we made a vow that like we were not gonna let that shit happen in the new house. It's been a year. We've not let that shit happen in the new house. We stay on top of that. We don't let shit clutter up. And it's entirely, I think, because of what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
Because
like easier to create new habits in a new environment.
I think so. It's kind of like your brain's already like, all right, cool. It's a big new beginning. Let's make a lot of new beginnings with it. And it's great. I love that. I love that. Because honestly, I'll tell on myself real quick. For the longest time as an adult, doing dishes and I did not get along. I was really bad about it. Notorious. Eat a bowl of cereal and put the bowl in the sink and just put some water in it and walk away. Um, I'm not that guy anymore, and I'm so happy about that because that's one of those like traits of an adult, right? Where like teenagers, young adults in their 20s, like that's the kind of shit you do, in your 18 to like 23 life. After a little bit, you start to realize where it's like, no, 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 no. I get why my parents bitched at me as a kid for this shit because I don't like coming home to a full sink of dishes either. Oh my god. It's like I get it now. Why is the floor sticky? Why didn't you just wipe it up? Oh my god, I get
I'm one
it
of those
now.
people that's in the kitchen. Like I've always kind of been like this though. So even when I was a kid, like when I cook, like as I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. You know, like whatever I'm using, I'm putting away after I use it. You know what I mean? That way, like whenever I leave, it's not. It's like I was never there. You know what I mean? So my mom used to get pissed when she'd go and fucking clean the kitchen and stuff, and someone would go in there and make something and make a big old mess and not clean the shit up or just leave all the stuff out. So at one point I was like, I'm tired of getting yelled at for this shit. So I'm gonna start putting my shit away, wipe the counter down, maybe the fucking stove. I got a little fucking pops or a little grease comes out the pan or whatever.
I'm pretty good at cleaning up after myself, to be honest with you.
When I'm if I'm out in an area that's not mine, like if it's not my area, which is weird. You think I'd keep my area nice and tidy, but dude, sometimes it gets nutty in here. It gets super cluttered because I just fucking start stacking stuff on my desk. I just need to fucking clear it out. But if I'm like even in like my workspace at work, like I consistently am like fucking rearranging my tools and fucking cleaning off my area. And like at the end of the day, like I spend like half an hour just cleaning out my machine of sawdust and shit. So that the next day when I come in, it's nice and clean and ready to go. You know?
Yeah, keeping my workspace organized is super helpful.
I need to be better about it at my like desk space. I've been getting better at it. Dude, there was a point, bro, where like I had like this much space like on my desk, like besides my keyboard and my mouse, just for my mouse to like move because I just had stuff everywhere, and I have like 37 mods and like fucking 12
Dude, I fucking have been
liquid.
like packing up like vape gear and stuff. And dude, I fucking grabbed an old like testing grounds like e-liquid box, right? So there's 100 slots. And so, dude, I was just like putting 2 mods in there because I was like, yo, this is like the easiest way that I can transport this. This is fucking genius.
Hell yeah.
And so I was like going through them all, bro. And I'm like, holy fuck, okay, I have so many 2 mods. And like some of them I can't even put in there because like they're like the full RDA and mod set. And I'm like, do I really want to put these in here and take apart the addies? Like, what if I lose an addy? Just stupid shit. So like that's not even including like all those mods. And I'm just like, dude, I have like way too much stuff, bro. Because like now I'm going to just like clean and rinse all the addies and just like put them in the slots and just like put the the 510 in the next strip tip, the 510 in the next strip tip. So I just have like a tower of them.
Yeah.
So this one box is gonna have like the majority of like all my tubes and like RDAs. Dude, it already weighs a lot. It's crazy like how much like
Dude,
that many
you'd
tube
be
mods.
surprised by the time.
Well, I guess that's what happens when there's probably like over 52 mods in there. So there's a lot of 2 mods, but at the same time, like you're like, dang, dude, like none of these feel that heavy by themselves, but collectively they're
it's a
fucking
whole
weight.
bunch of raw metal, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like,
Because even like RDAs, dude, I had like 12 RDAs that I needed. Like this is just me being, I guess, a disaster. I had like 12 RDAs in my hand that like they still had their wicks in them and everything. And I'm like going to the washroom to like go rinse them out. So I'm gonna like pull all the cotton out, rinse them all up, and then fucking put them back together. So then I can stack them so they're at least they're like cleanish when I stack them.
Yeah.
And they weighed a lot more than I thought.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
man,
dude.
there's like a couple pounds here just between fucking RDAs in my fucking hand. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous, bro.
I
I got this box of mods, bro, and it's a mix between tube mods, regulated mods, fucking 3D printed stuff, all kinds of shit, dude. And it weighs a fuck ton, bro. It's like one of those large flat rate boxes. And dude, there's not even enough room for everything to be standing up straight, so I have like stuff like laying on top.
You just need to get another box.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I've got a couple of shelves that I just got that I'm just waiting to get some paint for because I want to paint them black just to like keep with the decor in here, sort of. And I'm gonna put them up over here, and then I might stack them up on a shelf or something.
Yeah, like so at least then they'll all fit in the box that aren't displayed. All the ones that aren't displayed will fit in the box.
All up there.
Oh, okay.
Instead of having them in a box, because I don't even know what I have half the time because I have to sit there and fucking pull them out. Like, oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's that?
Oh, dude, I feel you. I feel like whatever I don't pull out of that box in the first 6 months, I'll just like literally just pack the box
like,
away.
There's stuff in there that I forget that I
like,
have, bro, because I don't ever see it. But honestly, I don't really even know if I want to put it on a shelf either, because then it's just gonna collect dust being on a shelf. At least if it's in the box, it's not getting dust.
Yeah, dude, that's why. Like you just as you need shit, pull it out of the box, put it on the shelf. And then you're like, oh, that's right.
Man, honestly, I only need one thing at a time nowadays.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Simplifying things is wonderful. I know.
Dude, simplifying just your life in general, Sean. Like anything. It's like any task, if you can simplify it, like you're saying, right? Even like you're doing the dishes when you're done. You're simplifying it. Because if you didn't and it built up, then you have like 3-4 days of dishes, and you're like, man, what an idiot. Why did I not do these? And now I'm spending fucking 20 minutes, 30 minutes cleaning and drying all these dishes when I could have just spent, little spurts of 1 minute over the last 3 or 4 days, 10 times. And I wouldn't even feel like a chore. It just feel like that was part of eating the food.
There was one point in my life when it was just my mother and I living in the trailer. We had like 4 of everything, and that was it. 4 spoons, 4 knives, 4 forks, 4 plates, 4 bowls.
That would make you have to fucking
So
do the
that was
dishes.
the idea, right? Is it was like you can't fuck around and be lazy like that because there isn't enough to do that. If we skip doing dishes for more than one meal, you're out of dishes.
Oh yeah, there was a point in life like where my mom would like make us be like, okay, whatever cup you get, that's your cup for the day. You know what I mean? So if you want to drink, you got to rinse that cup out or whatever and reuse it, and that's the only cup because she got tired of fucking doing all the dishes. We didn't have like minimal stuff, but she made it to where it was minimal. It was like if that's what you pulled out, that's what you got, and you're using it for the rest of the day. You know what I mean?
They're just like
It's a
camping,
good
right?
habit.
Yeah.
It's like camping. That's how it would be when I was a kid. Everybody would have their own plate, their own like knife, fork, whatever. And like after you're done eating, you'd like take turns. Everybody would have to wash their own plate, their own cup, their own cutlery, and then be like ready for the next day.
Oh, I mean, shit. In the earliest days of civilization, that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? In the days of fucking fighting dragons and all that shit, jousting on horses and
Fighting
all that,
dragons.
fucking Merlin casting spells. Like everybody had their cup. Everybody had their cutlery that they carried. If you're gonna go out on some medieval quest to find some holy grail or some wild shit, right? Like you're not gonna have a wagon that has all the cutlery and shit. No, you're gonna fucking have your spoon and knife, and that's it. You're gonna eat, and if you don't, you're barehanded at Quest for Fire style. Just And ain't nothing wrong with eating with your hands. I love me a good lettuce wrap.
Dude, okay. What is that? I need to know. I've never had one. Like, what's the deal? I've seen them done with hamburgers and with tuna sandwich style items, right? Like it's like a tuna wrap with like the lettuce.
So
That to me seems like not good.
a lettuce wrap goes back to Asian style food, and I think, and I might be wrong, but I think it's technically more of a Korean thing. But usually you're putting like all this meat and stuff, and you're using this filling, putting it inside the piece of lettuce, and then like dipping it in like a chili sauce or something and eating. And then, like, Americans do, we just bastardize the shit out of everything. And we're like, we're going to put cheeseburgers in it. This is going to be a good idea.
No, that's honestly it started. The reason why we picked it up here is people were trying to get off fucking the whole carb thing. So it's a carb-free way of eating shit. Because it's a way of eating things that you normally make with like a tortilla or a bun, but you just wrap it in lettuce, and that's your vessel. You know what I mean? To get it.
Yeah, like
face
maybe
on.
it's good. Maybe
It's
it's
a
good.
handheld taco salad now.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Instead
It's
of
kind of what it is. It's just like taking whatever you want and making it quote unquote healthier.
Dude, speaking of salad, just because you said salad, we weren't really speaking on it, but the word of salad came up. I'm having a steak and a Caesar salad tonight, and I already know that like I'm not gonna be able to eat the whole thing because it's like one of those chopped salad kits. Have you guys ever had the chopped salad?
mm-hmm.
And then have you ever had like the kits from the grocery store?
I mean, I've had a small chopped salad kit, so I assume it's like the
Okay,
same
yeah.
thing.
So right now, like up here, anyways, I'm sure that you guys have them too. But there's like a number of like, people that manufacture them. And dude, there's all these different flavors. And like some of them are not just lettuce. They'll be like cabbage, a bit of lettuce, and this, that, the other, whatever. But they'll all come with like the extra stuff. So like there was one that was called like Mexican street corn, and it was like a bit of cabbage, a bit of lettuce, and some other things. And then like you mixed in actual corn, like pieces of corn, and then you put in like the sauce, and you topped it with like crushed up corn chips. I tell you what, boys, it was fucking fantastic. I don't even like cabbage, and I tried it, and I was like, I like this. This is good. So then I started buying these chopped salad kits. Dude, there's like a dill one. It's like this similar style of like ingredients, and then this dill sauce. And I, for some reason, can't remember what came with it, but it always comes with something. It might have been like a cheese. Dude, it was delicious. So then I went grocery shopping the other day because I didn't have any milk. And you guys know that cereal is like my number one breakfast. So I had to get some milk. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get a fucking chopped salad. Dude, they had a Caesar one. So I'm going to try that. And I have a fucking steak that's defrosted in the fridge. So I'm going to fucking just barbecue the steak and eat the fucking salad. Let's go. I fucking hope it's good.
I'm not a
So-
huge salad guy.
Sounds like a pro dinner.
Like I don't mind one.
I
from
like
time to
salad, but
time, but like
not all of
it's
them.
not like a like I'm kind of more of a generic salad guy. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind like a house salad where you just get your standard like maybe iceberg romaine mix or whatever, with like maybe some like carrots, a little bit of like cabbage or whatever in there, with just like
Yeah, that's like kind of what these are, honestly, James. But so they'll just have like a little bit, and it's not even that much dressing. And so it was like a Chipotle ranch
I'll just
was
do
the
like a
Mexican one.
standard ranch or like an Italian dressing on a salad.
Yeah, man. I don't know. They've been kind of game changing for me, to be honest.
But I will say though, I am kind of heavy on the dressing sometimes though.
Yeah, like I would not consider these to be light or heavy. I feel like you look at it and you're like, there's not really much, but then by the time you mix it all around, like it's got dressing all over every little piece of chopped bits. And I don't know, man, it's
I
just
am a
good.
big
I was
crouton
surprised by it.
fan though. I do like a good crouton.
Oh, dude,
Throw some
a
black
good
olives.
fucking crouton can
There's some
make
black
break a
olives in there
salad.
too. Maybe a little bit of some cheese on top.
Yep, not a crouton fan, but
Really?
I steps to the salad's pretty heavy. Like rather
Is
than
that because
crouton,
it's crunchy? Is that like almost like the nut vibe?
yeah, but I'll put nuts into a salad. It's just that it's too much crunch for me in
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I kind
I
of like
love
it
in
because
the
it.
crouton.
I like it because it's just that little bit of difference from
Like
the crunch of the salad compared to the crunch of the
I've
crouton.
I've had situations to get like really small croutons.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about like I'm not a big fan of like the super super huge ones. I like them when they're maybe a little bit flatter, to where they're a little bit easier to crunch into and not as big of a piece.
I like the sourdough ones. There's like sourdough croutons. Oh,
I can see
those
that
are so
being good.
good.
But like this one I'll grab from time to time that has like a cranberry and walnut sliver thing. And so you'll have your like salad, you'll put your cranberries, your walnut, and then your cheese on there. And then I can't remember, it's like maybe like a honey Dijon kind of a dressing. And it's fantastic. So I'll grab shit like that for lunch pretty often, at least once or twice a week. Big chef salad fan, where like you get like ham and turkey and cheese and stuff mixed in with
Those
your
aren't
salad.
bad.
There's what the hell was it? The Cobb salad from D'Angelo's. My old man got me into that. It's a chicken Cobb salad. So it's like a couple pieces of like chicken finger basically chopped up, a half a hard boiled egg, your usual carrots and vegetable blend mixed salad, and then it's a Dijon, no, honey mustard dressing.
You had me until honey mustard.
I'm not a big hard boiled egg guy either.
I'm not like a huge hard boiled egg fan, but the part that really got me off was the honey mustard. I would probably hold the.
I
I'd
don't
probably
mind.
hold the egg too.
I don't mind honey mustard, but I don't know if I put it on a salad.
That's the weird thing, right? Honey mustard dip and then the honey mustard salad dressing are just different consistencies, but basically the same flavor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I would like it on a salad per se.
Do you ever like French dressing?
I'm not a big French dressing guy either.
Okay, then yeah, I can definitely see you not liking the honey mustard then. I
Yeah.
used to love French dressing as a kid.
I
I
don't
don't like
mind
it.
like the dressings that I'll go for. Like I don't mind a Thousand Island, but I'd prefer either a ranch or an Italian. Those are like my standards. You know what I mean? Some balsamics aren't bad either.
Mm. See, I'm
I
I'm a
like
big ranch guy. There's a Parmesan peppercorn that I really like. I'll do creamy Caesars. I like creamy Caesars, but I don't like
I'm not a
the
Caesar guy.
I'm not a big fan of like the more vinegary based ones.
Yeah, you like the creamy Caesar.
Yeah. Definitely. Same with
I do,
Italian.
but
I'll
I
do a
don't like the
creamy
ones.
Italian, but I'm
Well,
not a big fan of like the
the
oil
ones that they
based.
put sardines or like anchovies rather in like the Caesar salad dressing, like I'm completely out on. I don't know if you guys have ever had that, but
All of them have it.
They all yeah, you have to have anchovy in it for it to be Caesar dressing.
That's what Caesar is.
okay. Well, then I don't like the ones that are really anchovy then.
Yeah, like I could see you not
I've
enjoying the
never noticed
heavy.
it. I've noticed ones that are like it tastes like it's there, and then other ones it doesn't. So the ones that
Yeah.
taste like it's there, I'm not in. That's
Yeah.
like the wrong.
That's the only reason why I'm not a big Caesar guy, because I don't like the dressing either. Because the majority of the ones that I have are heavy anchovy, and I'm just like, no, thank you.
Big blue cheese dressing guy too.
Don't like the blue
Yeah, I'm
cheese
out on
at
that.
all.
I like the blue cheese on a salad. I like the blue cheese with wings. I like some
I can
Caesar
like
cheese.
maybe try, here and there. I'll like use a little bit of blue cheese on wings, but like it's like one per pound. Like I might use it, I might dip it, and because I'd rather use like a ranch or a dill sauce
I'm
instead
all
of
about the ranch
blue
on wings,
cheese.
bro. I don't fuck with the blue cheese at all.
Mm, love that blue cheese.
I like ranch on a lot of things, though. Pizza, fuck yeah.
Yep.
I
Big
don't like
pizza
it
and
with
ranch
pizza.
fan.
Yeah, it's not really my thing.
Oh,
Dude,
I
so
love it.
good, bro.
So good.
It depends on the ranch, so it's got to be a good ranch. You know what I mean? Because there's
Hidden
bad
Valley or
ranch.
bust, boys. Come
I'm
on.
not even. I'm not really even a super big hidden valley. I'm more of like that restaurant style ranch. You know what I mean? Not the real thin stuff, but when you get that good, like little bit thicker.
Like a buttermilk ranch or some shit.
No, not necessarily that, but it's kind of almost a little bit more garlicky, but like you usually can get it from like a good Italian spot. Like their ranch is usually pretty fucking fire. But yeah, dude. Like Kern's. Have you guys ever had Kern's ranch style?
No.
Or like home is it home style ranch or some shit? Kern's homes. Either way, that stuff's really good.
Yeah, can't say I've seen it. I know there's Ken's Steakhouse ranch, which is
That
pretty
stuff's pretty
solid.
good too.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, Hidden Valley is not bad, but
Oh, Hidden Valley is like my go-to.
If I'm
Just
buying something from a store, like, and I was buying somebody ranch, I probably would buy them Hidden Valley. But I'm not like the biggest ranch guy. Like, when if I'm making an actual salad, whatever. If it's just like some like chopped iceberg lettuce and like that's it, even fuck. Um, I won't use ranch.
what will you use? Nothing.
I'd probably use like French or like I don't know if there's like a dill dill one, I would
You're a
use
big dill
that.
guy for not liking pickles, bro.
No, dude, I like the taste. I like the taste of
I know,
pickles.
dude. It just cracks me up though. You love like so many things that are like that flavor, but you just can't do the pickle.
Yeah, it's the crunch and the weirdness of the pickle. That's
Oh,
what I
dude,
can't do.
that's what I love about the pickle, bro. Is the crunch and the snap of a good pickle, bro. Oh,
Yeah, like that's
fuck
gross to me.
yeah, dude. Give me it.
good spicy pickle.
Ooh,
Let's
I'm not. I'm down
go.
with a spicy dill. Yeah, I'm down.
Yes. Nice spicy
Not
dill.
too spicy though, but if it's got like a little kick to it, like, dude, have you ever had like the small little like cocktail dill? They're like the spicy dills, but they're like the small ones.
I've never had the small one as a spicy, no.
Yeah, pretty good, dude.
There's a There's a dude out this way though. He makes like
I
an
don't do
old
sweet pickles
fashioned.
though at all.
Oh, see, I fuck with the sweet pickle
I
too.
can't do sweet pickles, bro.
But yeah, man, you gotta try this. Like out here, this dude Grillo's pickles. This guy has an old family recipe, and it's an old fashioned, spicy Italian style dill pickle.
I think you can get those out here.
Oh, really? He may have hit some national
I don't
distribution
know.
now.
Maybe I don't. Maybe there's something different. But my sister got these pickles not too long ago that came like this jar. They were like some crazy like Italian spicy something or another.
Yo, like when you buy this thing, there's like straight up like strands of dill still in
Yeah,
there,
yeah, yeah,
chunks of garlic,
yeah.
like
That's what it looked like inside of this thing. So it might have been pretty. It may not be in the same brand, but very similar sort of situation.
so good.
They were pretty fire.
So good. Unreal.
They'd be good on a sandwich.
They are good on a
Like on like
sandwich.
a good like Italian sub or something, you know,
Mhm.
or like a pastrami. Oh, on a pastrami, bro. Fuck.
Yes. With some sourdough bread.
Man, I'm
Let's
not a
go.
big sourdough guy. Like I don't.
Oh,
mind,
what?
No, I don't mind it, but like I'm more of like an Italian, you know, like bread or I don't know. I'm not too much.
You're like
into
a panini
sourdough.
guy.
Not necessarily a panini either, but just like a good Italian roll, bro. Like you make a good, oh dude, fuck. Or even like a nice like French roll too. You know what I mean?
Honestly, there's not that many breads I don't like.
So I fucks with bread pretty heavy.
I'm like down
don't
with
like-
breads
I
with
d-
nuts. I'm down with breads with out nuts. Like
Yeah, see, I'm not too much heavy. I don't like any of like my pastries or like bakery things with nuts in them that often, to be honest. I don't mind wheat bread every now and then, but I'll definitely go for more of like I'm a huge potato bread guy. You guys
Yes.
ever had potato bread
Potato bread is the jam.
or like a buttermilk bread? More lean more towards the whiter of the breads, I guess. I'm not
I'm
a
like
big
not
rye
really that
guy.
picky. If it's just like a regular kind of like sandwich loaf that you buy at the grocery store that's like Wonder Bread or whatever, like big name brand bread, I'm like 100%. I'm getting like the whole wheat bread every time.
Yeah,
Like I will never buy like white regular, just like white bread. But if it's like fancy bread, as in like it's made in a bakery there, I'm more okay with the white bread. I won't. I still probably won't buy it unless it's like crusty white bread. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
Yeah, like you'll buy the Italian loaf or the French loaf, but you're far
Yeah, I'm
less.
not gonna buy like the sandwich loaf. Like
Yeah.
even if it's store made and it's like cut like for sandwiches, like I'll
Yeah,
buy
see,
like the whole wheat version.
That's where I'm going. I'm not really a whole wheat guy.
No, see, I'll do the
I don't really
wheat
like
or like the
pumpernickel.
butter top wheat.
Oh
Something
yeah,
like
I'm not
that.
really into like the funky ones, like
Dude,
your
a
ryes,
good
your
marble.
pumpernickel.
Like
A
I
marble
don't.
rye?
So like
No,
I'm down
the
for a marble rye, but like
yeah, like
pumpernickel by
the
itself, I'm just like,
pumpernickel rye combo, I'll do, but I'm
I'm
right there with
basic
you.
when it comes to bread.
Not a big pumpernickel by itself.
And like, you know what's so common with pumpernickel bread? Because it's like that big fucking round thing, and people will like carve it out and they'll like fill it with spinach dip or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is a thing, and like that's a thing. Have you guys ever seen that before? That'd be
No.
like a thing that would be at like a potluck all the time when I was a kid. They'd like carve it. So they basically turn the pumpernickel bread into a bowl.
Yeah, make
They'd
a
fill
bread
it with
bowl.
this like spinach dip. And then the part that they cut out would be like cut into cubes all around the outside of it. So you take like the pumpernickel bread, dip it in the spinach dip that was already in the bowl of the bread, and you'd eat it. And then once it was like all that bread was gone, you could start ripping the bread apart. And at that point, there would be like the right ratio dip or dip to bread ratio that I don't know. I didn't get it. Never liked it. But it would be like everywhere.
Dude, it's like
Everywhere.
these people that are taking these giant fucking wheels of parmesan or fucking whatever and carving the center of them out and making fucking pasta inside of these giant fucking cheese wheels. Have you seen that shit?
I mean, that sounds like
Taking
it's gonna
these
be
fucking-
delicious.
Well, yeah, but they're fucking taking like probably like $500 to $1,000 worth of cheese and making this one-time deal meal inside of the fucking wheel and ruining the rest of it. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do with the rest? Carve the fucking inside of it out, and hopefully the rest of it's still good.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna keep using it. I'm gonna keep using it. I spent $1,000 on a giant wheel of parm. Let's go.
It's crazy.
Dude, that's just for the content at that point.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
for sure. That's what it is.
They're like, it's a write-off. I don't care. You know how many views I'm gonna get on this bitch?
Listen,
I need write-offs.
if I'm in Italy and I have the opportunity and I got the money, I'm doing it. I'm there. Let's go.
Dude,
That
there's
sounds
definitely a
delicious.
lot of things that are like not nefarious things that I would do if I had a lot of money. You know what I mean? I'm not like one of those people be like, oh, I'll get away with this because I'm rich. No, I just like want to do dumb shit that like you only do if you're rich. Like that stuff.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Or get like crazy expensive like wine and just like get it real cold and pound it. You know? Just because people will be like pissed.
I want to
you know?
drink whiskey with the $50 ice cubes. Damn it!
Yeah.
Throwback to an episode right there.
All sorts of like to me that's like you're wasting money, but at least like it's fun.
I mean, yeah. What's the point of having the money if you don't have fun with it? For
I don't know. I'm willing to try it. And if
I'd
I get some
buy-
flack, that's fine.
I'd probably buy a lot of like really dumb, expensive like meat and shit. Cook.
Yeah,
I like
dude.
to cook too.
I'd buy like Wagyu beef and then just turn it into like hamburger helper.
Yes, Japanese A5 Wagyu. Grind it into your own burger meat and then make your own homemade hamburger helper.
But you gotta you gotta go fucking full on, bro, and you gotta get the box and make your hamburger helper with your fucking ground up Wagyu with the box shit.
Oh, that's just disrespectful. You at least gotta make your own cheese
that's
sauce.
just even hilarious, bro. Just
No, I'm talking about like straight up hamburger helper. Like I'm gonna buy the box of hamburger helper.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm not going extreme. I'll do that, and I'll even fucking get like some crazy expensive like fucking truffles or some shit to put on top. It'll be fucking lit. It'll be like a $500 fucking hamburger helper meal, but
See, you're saying
YOLO.
that, and now I want to do the same with the Wagyu, but instead of making hamburger helper, I'd like to make sloppy joes.
yeah, dude, even that'd be fucking amazing too.
Pour a can of fucking manwich on it, mix it up, bam,
Yeah.
sloppy joes.
Dude, there's some foodies out there fucking just
Cringing right now.
I
probably.
know.
But see, that's all part of it, bro. Like, think about it. Like, I just be like some uncultured swine fucking going crazy, having the things that the luxuries of life have afforded me. And I'm just fucking balling out. You know, I'd be like that dude that has like a brand new fucking Aston Martin. And I'm rolling around in flip-flops, a pair of jean shorts, and a wife beater.
Oh, Matthew
And I get out with my mesh back hat.
Adam
What
Sandler.
But you know what I'm saying though, like, and then everybody be like expecting
He
somebody like
walks
looking
around
all fine.
in oversized t-shirts and basketball shorts all day. Like that's his fit, bro. Adam Sandler.
Yeah, and then I'll just top in my Aston Martin. People will be like, "What the fuck?"
Have you ever seen a picture of Rick Rubin? Dude's got like messy hair, fucking torn t-shirt, and a pair of torn up shorts, and he's got this like beautiful mansion in the Malibu Hills.
Have you ever seen him surf, bro?
Yes, I have.
Crazy, dude. He's got his own style, bro, for sure.
Is that what he is? Is he like a professional surfer? Or
No, Rick
No.
Rubin is the guy that's responsible for LL Cool J.
He founded
Run
Def Jam
DMC.
Records while he was in college. He's
Oh, okay.
responsible for the Beastie Boys. But then on top of that, he's also
Produced one of the
responsible
Chili
for
Peppers
he's done Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's done Johnny Cash. He's done Neil Diamond. Like
Jay-Z.
crazy numbers of different people.
99 Problems and a Bitch Ain't One.
Yep.
That's Rick Rubin right there, bro.
Yeah, bud.
Dang. Okay.
Well, that's Jay-Z.
And
but
he can
Rick
surf.
Rubin produced it. The dude could do a lot of things.
The dude is The dude's really an interesting
But
guy.
if you looked at him, you wouldn't think he'd be out. Well, I guess kind of you think he'd be out there surfing, but like he's an older dude.
Yeah, like he's in his like 60s, I think, at this point. And like he's just so out there. And that's what makes
Yeah.
him so goddamn cool. Like I've been reading his book. I've listened to a lot of his podcasts. Super interesting guy. Like in Broken Record, he's interviewed so many different people. And like hearing the kind of discussions he can have with people is really interesting. Like he had a whole discussion with Andre from Outcast about how he's basically not been making music for a while, and instead he's just been kind of consuming music, going out and seeing like a lot of like up and comers and like small clubs and venues and shit. So like really cool, interesting dude, wicked multifaceted, uh wicked into meditation and Zen living. So like it's kind of cool. You never know what he's gonna talk about. And I respect the shit out of that guy.
He's like one of those people that like has done a lot of good. It sounds like from fame and success.
His attitude is that he doesn't know a thing about making music. What he understands is how to bring the best out of the people he's working with.
Yeah, he can inspire talented people, and like that's part of his talent himself.
Right. And it's
I feel you.
interesting. It's so interesting to hear him talk and like tell stories. Like when he talks about working on the Neil Young record and the fact that like they decided to record the album on tape and then record the tape to digital. And what they did was they actually pieced different playbacks of the same tape for different layers. So like they might have the bass from the fourth playback, but they'll have the drums from the first playback. And it was all because the way the tape degrades every time they would play it back, they were getting a different sound to each instrument. So they were able to get the best sound they wanted out of each instrument by being like, all right, well, playback on that. Number four is the gritty sound we want in the bass. That's the one we're gonna use. Like crazy shit. Just the simple fact that No Sleep Till Brooklyn and Fight for Your Right to Party wouldn't exist without him.
Yeah, no, that's a trip though. Well, now I know who Rick Rubin is because like I feel like this isn't the first time that you guys have ever mentioned him, and I didn't know who it was. So
I mean, I've talked about the book because I've been reading the Creative Act.
He's responsible for the collab between Aerosmith and Run DMC.
Yep.
The Walk This Way.
yeah.
He made that happen.
Was that just like him putting in the work, connecting, and all that stuff, and like creating the
He
idea?
was just an innovator, bro. Like he was into like more like the punk scene when he really started, and then all of a sudden he discovered hip hop, and then he through doing like the hip hop, he was just like, what if we come bring like like bridge the gap between the two and get these two mega fucking stars together? Because I think it was at the point where Aerosmith was kind of struggling too, wasn't it,
A
Sean?
little bit.
So
And
like that not only helped revive Aerosmith, but introduced a whole new audience to Run DMC and the hip hop that was being created by Def Jam. You know what I mean? Because like that also probably introduced more people to like LL Cool J, because like he was like around that same time, and like the Beastie Boys, and because the Beastie Boys are actually started off as a punk band.
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, like I just pulled up a quick little article about Rick Rubin on Encyclopedia Britannica, and it says Rubin grew up listening to heavy metal and early punk, and has frequently took the train into Manhattan from his Long Island home to see New York punk pioneers, the Ramones. While a student at New York University, he became interested in rap and immersed himself in the local scene. In 1983, he produced his first single, "It's Yours," by Tila Rock and Jazzy J. Its success as a dance track in local nightclubs inspired him to create his own label, Def Jam Records. After hearing "It's Yours," Russell Simmons, who was already a rising star in the hip hop scene, joined Rubin at Def Jam. The two, based in Rubin's dormitory room, collected demo tapes from aspiring rappers and disc jockeys. In 1984, they had their first hit with LL Cool J's "I Need a Beat," a single that sold 100,000 copies. Rubin had created Def Jam to fill a niche that the mainstream recording industry had ignored, but the major labels took notice when its sales topped 300,000 albums in 1985. Columbia Records placed Rubin and Simmons under contract, and Def Jam's roster expanded to include the Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, and Run DMC, a group that included Simmons' brother, Joseph. Rubin left Def Jam in 1988 over a disagreement about the structure of the label's relationship with Columbia. He moved to LA and founded a new label, Def American Records, with the heavy metal acts Slayer and Danzig as his first artists. In 91, he guided the Red Hot Chili Peppers to multi-platinum success with Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and with that success, he established himself as a performance producer. Whereas Phil Spector's work was characterized by the wall of sound, and Sam Phillips made a career of the sun sound, there is no particular oral quirk that could be called Rubin-esque. His presence in the studio simply seemed to make good artists better. Rubin's gift was perhaps most clearly demonstrated in '93 when country legend Johnny Cash was at the nadir of popularity, having been dropped by his label and facing an audience that was seemingly indifferent to his brand of music. The '94 release, American Recordings, Rubin had dropped the Def from the label's name the previous year, was a surprise smash hit. The success marked the beginning of a partnership that would earn 5 Grammy Awards and restart Cash's career. The 2002 release, American For the Man Comes Around, includes Cash's interpretation of Nine Inch Nails' song Hurt. The song, released only months before Cash's death, was transformed by Rubin from an industrial rock anthem into a poignant elegancy, further demonstrating his ability to transcend genres. And then, of course, like we've already mentioned, Neil Diamond, Jay-Z, Tom Petty, Dixie Chicks, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Justin Timberlake, like the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah, that's crazy. Obviously, like super, super successful within the music realm and all that stuff. The more you know.
It's crazy. What an inspiring human being.
Dude, it's like great when you can be inspired by people. I find like I don't know if like that's easy for everybody. I know there's been like harder at times in my life to be inspired by something, but just hearing like that kind of story, I'm sure that like you reading the book ultimately would have even more admiration for like the story and like his successes and the way that he's like went about everything, you know?
Well, the book is interesting because it's not like biographical. It's almost like a creator's self-help book where they're just like these interesting musings from Rick. And so some of it's literally about like defeating your own self-doubt to get to that creative point that you're trying to get to. Or him musing about the metaphysical property of creativity and the fact that perhaps creative ideas exist in this ether and we just tune in and pull them from that space. So it's an interesting read because like from one chapter to the next you never really fully know what you're going to take away from this piece.
I've actually I've not read that many autobiographies, but I feel like that's something that I probably need to pick up one or two here or there to read them, because like I find that a lot of those things are like interesting, and you also can like kind of appreciate how some people like needed to struggle before they could succeed, and just like unique ways of like getting to that penultimate space. Like it's pretty cool to like learn those things. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, shit. Thankfully, you can buy books on tape through Spotify.
Well, I guess that's true. Yeah. Who's it narrated by though?
That I wouldn't be able to tell you. It always depends, right? Like, if I wrote a book and I could afford it, I want Morgan Freeman.
Oh, facts, dude. Yeah, he'd be a great person to do your audiobook. I feel like there's like probably a number of people that'd be pretty good. Like, dude, I would have fucking paid Lauren Green to do my book back in the day. Lauren Green was fucking lit. I'd pay Mike Rowe. I think that Mike Rowe would be
Oh,
good.
Mike Rowe doing your voiceover for it would be
Yeah, dude, he
great.
fucking kills
Yes.
everything. That guy's
His-
fucking
I
awesome.
feel
Man.
like it's always better if the author reads it though, because then it like you get to hear it from the person's mouth. You know what I mean? So like you'll be able to hit the tone of the whatever the story is though. But
I
not
mean-
Yeah, but I guess it all
necessarily
depends
every
on how
time.
good of a reader they are. You know what I
Well,
mean?
not only that, and I guess it depends on the person's voice too.
right?
'Cause there's some people I don't know if I could listen to talk for a long
It's like I
period
love
of
this
time.
author's writing, but their voice is like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, oh,
like I love Duncan Trussell, but I don't know if I'd be able to listen to a whole book.
Well, what was that guy that just recently passed away like this year? He was the guy with the real annoying voice, and he was a comedian.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah,
He was
can
an
you
act,
imagine
though.
like him reading you a fucking book that was like a 200-page book?
Well, I mean,
Oh
most people don't
gosh.
know is that's not actually how he talked.
No?
No,
No, it's all an act.
it was a bit. He just did it on stage.
And boy, was he a foul-mouthed comedian.
Oh yeah, dude. Have you seen like his cameos and shit that he did? Because like he was real big on Cameo before he passed, and like that's where you'd like get like a celebrity to like send you like a message.
Yeah, like a
or some
wish or
shit.
message
Yeah.
or whatever it is, yeah.
Dude, some of them are fucking hilarious, bro.
You know how I like first excuse me, you know how I first heard about Cameo? Was I heard about Cameo once I was like involved in like crypto and stuff, and there's these two dudes that I didn't know were famous, but apparently they were somewhat of fame. They're named the Island Boys.
Oh fuck.
And I was like, yo, wait. So like somebody paid these dudes money to do like a terrible like song kind of thing. And I was like, this is so fucking weird, dude. Like
Yep.
people, and then I looked into it, and I'm like, yo, there's like tons of people that do cameos. And then I started seeing some people put up cameos on their Instagram. I remember like Zach Ass, he would like charge, and it was like, I can't remember. It was only like $50. He would charge for like a cameo, something like that. And so he'd like personally record a message. It was like a minute long. And like he would post it on his fucking Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, I actually I know somebody who paid for the Tommy Chong one and had Tommy Chong introduce him at a weed event.
Oh, really? Like
Yeah.
it was a cameo, but he was doing an introduction. Like
Yeah,
he was there.
he asked Tommy Chong to do a cameo introduction for him, so that way they could play it at this weed event, and basically Tommy Chong introduced him for his speaking time or whatever at this event. I was like, all right, that's clever. That's clever. I mean, if people don't know about Cameo, like they're gonna be super impressed by that.
Never mind, dude. Even if they do know cameo, it doesn't matter. Like it's still impressive. You know what I mean?
I mean, is it though? Like, oh, he's got $500 to pay Tommy Chong to do an introduction, versus the like mystique of thinking that like, yo, he got Tommy Chong to do an introduction for
Yeah,
him.
it's like,
That's
yo,
cool
this
as
guy's
shit.
serious. Like he fucking has Tommy Chong. Fucking...
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like that's the difference. Like if you guys hear a Snoop Dogg introduction to Shedtime podcast, we don't know Snoop Dogg. I paid a bunch of money on Cameo. Like That being said, I wonder how much a Snoop Dogg intro will cost. How's that for your internet clout, kids? Although shit, now with AI technology, I don't even need it. We could just use this fucking AI software and we could have that do it for us. It's crazy shit. But that's for another episode for another day. And with that, we are coming to the end. Gina's giving me the signal, so you know what that means. It's time to bring it to a close. And you know what we do here. Uncle Chris kicks it off.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys and girls and people out there. Always just coming to kick it, always just coming to chill. So appreciate you guys. Of course, if you guys want, you can check out shedtimepodcast.com. You can check out our Patreon. You can do all sorts of little things that you can help support us in any way you can, other than just listening, which we already appreciate greatly. So thank you in advance for doing any of those things. Appreciate you guys. And Friday nights, Frames Ankle Vapors YouTube channel. Check it out. Green Room. Three of us kicking back, always having a good time. Just stop by. And I think that's everything from me. So everybody be safe, have a good week, and live your best life. Frames, take it away.
Oh, I think the old mute button must have hit you.
Yep.
Damn it, Gina, what are you doing to the man?
Shout out to all the Shedheads once again for you guys' continuous support. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys leave those 5-star reviews on all of your podcasting platforms. We greatly appreciate that. Like Chris said, you can check us out on Friday over on my YouTube channel for the Green Room. We do Shedhead sessions where you guys can hang out with us on the panel and play some games. We do build-offs. We do all kinds of cool stuff. So come check us out there. Other than that, we'll be here doing the damn thing. So I'm going to end it as I always do with positive vibes, crisp high fives, and as always, don't forget to tell someone you love them, and a little bag or dab will do ya.
Oh, yes. So with that, my friends, just a final reminder, Shedtimepodcast.com is the home for the show, and you can find links to everything from the Patreon to the Frames Ankle Vapor channel. So that way you can catch the Green Room. So there's that and so much more over there. So go check it on out. And with all of that, I bring it to a close like I always do and tell you, don't let the best get you down. Be cool, don't be a dick. And whatever it is that you do, be sure to have some fun. Because this is the Shed Time Podcast. And it's time to roll on up and roll on out.
Dynavap, Dynavap, Dynavap. Looking to cut the cord on your dry herb vape? Dynavap. Trying to get the best taste from your herb? Dynavap. Ready to take your sesh to the next level? Then meet Dynavap, the best way to vape your flower or concentrate. Concentrates? That's right, your flower or hash can be vaped using Dynavap. Check out Dynavap.com to learn more. That's Dynavap.com. Lose the ash? Dynavap.
What's going on, Shedheads? It's your boy, Frames Janklin. Are you looking to step up your match game or have a raw copper, brass, or stainless mod or RDA that you're absolutely tired of polishing? Then you need to go and hit up my man Ashton of Palmer's Powders. He does some absolutely amazing powder coating work. He offers many different colors and finishes at an absolutely killer price. This man is taking powder coating to a whole new level, and he can make your setup an absolute masterpiece. You can go follow him over on Instagram at Palmer's Powders, and you can go check out pricing on his website, palmerspowders.com. That's palmerspowders.com. And as always, let's just vape on, Shedheads.
I want you to think of your favorite rebuildable right now. Yeah, okay, so you have a layer cake in your hand, and now you're about... Oh, sorry, yeah, that's not everyone's favorite. That's just mine. So think of your favorite rebuildable atomizer. Think about how good of a vape it produces for you. Now, take that and amplify it. And the way that you amplify that is you put in some Breezestone coils. Breezestone coils are handcrafted in Adelaide, Australia. They're made from some of the finest quality wire that you can get. I believe it's wire Buddha. You take those coils
You take them out of that phenomenal packaging that clearly shows how much care that Adam puts on the quality of his coils and the insurance that you get them in good shape. You put them in that favorite RDA, and guess what? You have coils that now sing better than Celine Dion. Go check out Breezestone Coils. You can find them on localvape.com and also steelvalleyvapors.com. Solid.
Deuces.
And make some fucking fire food, because after all that food talk, I'm
Oh, dude, I can't wait to have that steak and salad, boys.